Our topic is Annelida in Kingdom Animaliae, Unit 1, Chapter 2 in Zoology. So, Kingdom Annelida, in the previous class you have seen about the Aschelminthes. Okay, so in Aschelminthes there is no segments, but in Annelida you have segmented worms. So, the Annelida is also known as segmented worms because of the segmentation. So, you can see the segments. So, in Latin, Annelida means, that is annulus means ring and idios means forms. So, ring forms, that means the Annelida possesses segments in the form of rings. You can see here, no, in the form of rings it appears. So, because of that, in Latin, annulus means ring and idios means form. So, Annelida, segmented worm. Annelida, that is annelids, were the first segmented animals to evolve. Till Aschelminthes, there is no segmentation. The annelids are the first to have segments in their body wall. They are aquatic or terrestrial, free living, but some are parasites. So, they are aquatic means they live in the water, and free, that is terrestrial means they live on land, and free living means they won't depend on any organism for shelter, food, like that. But in that also there are some organisms which are parasite, like leech. So, they are triploblastic, bilateral symmetry, coelomates, and exhibit organ system level of body organization. So, triploblastic means it has 3 layers: ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Bilateral means when the organism is cut into 2 pieces at only one plane. That is called bilateral symmetry, and this triploblastic and bilateral symmetry we have discussed so much. Okay, coelomate. So, coelomate is the body cavity. Coelomates means the cavity, that is the body cavity formed between the digestive system and the musculature surface of the body. So, that is called coelomates and exhibits organ system level of body organization. So, it shows organ system of level of body organization. The coelom with coelomic fluid creates a hydrostatic skeleton and aids in locomotion. So, the fluid is seen, like for us it is skeletal muscles, no, that is skeletal muscles and the circulatory system, the blood. Like that, for annelids there is an hydrostatic skeletal system. So, the body cavity is filled with fluid. The coelom means body cavity, it is called coelomic fluid. So, that fluid here we named it as hydrostatic skeleton. Their elongated body is metamerically segmented and the body surface is divided into segments or metameres. So, metamerism means the segments. You can see this, no, this portion, the entire body you have segments. So, they may be called as metamerism, and they are continuous, no, continuous one after another in a line order. You can see the segments. So, because of that line order, we can name this segment as metameres. Metameres, okay. So, this they may ask in 1 mark, and in your 2 mark and in your NEET exam. So, internally the segments are divided from one another by a partition called septa. So, how they are divided outside, inside also they are divided with the help of a cross wall known as septa. So, this phenomena, that is inner and outer, there is a partition which forms the segment. Due to this phenomena, it is known as metamerism. So, they may ask in metamerism means you have to write these 3 points, that is the body is metamerically segmented and divided into segments or metameres. and inner side of the segment is also divided, that is internally also it is divided, and it forms a septa in between the each segment, and this phenomena is known as metamerism. The longitudinal and the circular muscles in the body wall help in that is locomotion. So the longitudinal, these walls, some way, that is these walls, no, they are longitudinal and they are circular. So they are, so this what somewhat long like, okay, just imagine. So it was long like, or it may be circular, which was helpful during locomotion. Locomotion means movement. Aquatic annelids like nereis have lateral appendages called parapodia, which help in swimming. So the nereis is an aquatic organism, that means it lives in the water, and it has parapodia, the legs, like up here, podia is legs, and this is useful in swimming. So they are used for swimming. And chitinous setae in earthworm, okay, you can see this chitinous setae. The setae is seen in the chitin, that is clitellum. This portion is called the setae, which is used for locomotion. It moves forward only, okay. So clitellum, that is the chitinous setae in earthworm, it is used for locomotion. And suckers in leech help in locomotion. So suckers in leech also helpful in locomotion. The circulatory system is of closed type, and the respiratory pigment are hemoglobin and chloroquine. That is, circulatory system is closed type, means it has a separate system like us, but ours is too advanced. For example, I am saying, so it has a closed type of closed type means having the separate that is pipelines like structure, okay. So that is blood vessel like somewhat like structure. So it is a closed type, and the respiratory pigments are hemoglobin and chloroquine. This they may ask in your 1 mark in board exam as well as NEET. So what are the respiratory pigments present in annelids? Hemoglobin and chloroquine. So the nervous system consists of paired ganglion. So ganglion means brain, and they are paired. That means 2 in number, connected by a lateral nerves to the double ventral nerve cord. So they are connected with the ventral nerve cord with the help of lateral, that is side nerves, connect to the back side of the nerve cord. So ventral means back side of the nerve cord. So nervous system has 2 paired ganglion, and these 2 paired ganglion are connected by the lateral nerves at the ventral side of, that is ventral nerve cord connected, okay. Reproduction, that is they reproduce sexually. There is no asexual reproduction. Only sexual reproduction will take place. That means gamete production and fusion of gametes will take place. So development is direct or indirect. Some it may be direct and some it may be indirect. And the larva produced here is Trochophora larva. That is Trochophora larva. So Trochophora larva, this they may ask in 1 mark, 2 mark in your NEET exam also. Some are monoecious, that is both the sexes are seen in the same organism. Example, earthworm. While some are dioecious, so they may separate, that is male separate, female separate. Example, nereis and leech. So examples seen in annelids is earthworm, Lampito nereis, marshy, sandworm, that is nereis marshy, sandworm, Hydrostatic leech. So these are the examples seen in annelids. And you can see the pictures, the earthworm pictures. Okay, you can see this earthworm pictures. Nereis, this is the sandworm, and this is leech. This you can see while rainy season. You can see in our roads also nowadays, because we are using the sand soil from that lakes. In the lake, from the lakes we can see in our surroundings also we can see this leech nowadays. So thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.